Hi everyone, how are you? Thank you for coming back to the channel and being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I am very grateful to have you all here. Um, Today was interesting. I channeled an ascended master. I believe it's the same one I have been working with, who is really just this. She always uses, I can tell it's a female energy. She uses the word we because there's always a group of them. She was explaining to me that talk through me. Um, and they want to talk about the law of attraction and manifestation, that there's really like three main pieces of information we all need to understand in order to be successful with our manifestations. So that's really what the message is about today, that I found rather interesting and enlightening. She said there was a key step that we're not really shared with a lot. People talk about manifestation all the time, but one of the key pieces of information is usually left out for, I would say, the average person. So kind of blew my mind when I heard them talking. I channeled the message for you, and I'm intrigued to see what you think and your perspective on it. It was interesting to me because I noticed for me when I've done my own manifestations, the only time I've been successful is actually based on the example that was given. The times they've failed have been when I've tried other things. You know, like you have to write it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night, or you have to write it out 106 times every day, or like all these crazy things I've heard. But the only time I've been successful with my manifestations has actually been this specific sequence. I realized I paused and reflected a lot after I heard the message, and it's exactly the only time my manifestations have ever been true or have happened. So, I mean, obviously, for me, based on my experience, there's got to be something to that. So I'm only going to apply this formula going forward for a little while, and then I'll report back on like a 2 or 3 minute video and let you guys know if my manifestations are working based on the formula that she gave us. It's Devi, or Ma Devi, Devi Ma, the mother of creation and everything. Is the one I seem to connect to a lot from the Hindu faith, which is interesting because I'm not a Hindu and I don't know anything about the Hindu faith really. I know just very little, or whatever I channel, it's what I seem to learn from the Hindu faith. And for some reason, some of the gods and goddesses have been coming through with the Hindu faith for me. My understanding is she is the one who kind of birthed the other goddesses, if you will, within the Hindu faith. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, anybody down below who does practice the Hindu faith, because I am not obviously Hindu, but it is remarkable faith, religion. The more I'm reading about it and understanding it, it is absolutely beautiful. I had Lord Shiva come to me the other night with a problem I was trying to solve. I don't know much about Lord Shiva, just a little bit, and his mantra just popped in my head during the day, and he really helped me with a problem. So they really are incredible gods and goddesses. I know for all the faith believes in like one God, but then they understand that their gods and like can represent other gods as well, and it's the most respectful faith of people who may honor a different god than like their friend's god, or another family member may honor a different god within the faith. So it's the most respectful, understanding faith of somebody who may have a different belief system in the world than us who can be in other religions of the same sector and judge each other so much. I think we have a lot to learn from the Hindu faith and really apply it around the world, actually. So she's the one who was really giving me a lot of the information, but she has told me that some of the other ascended masters come through too and work with her. So that's the one though that I was really feeling, because she usually shows up with a couple other images that lets me know it's her. So that's the message I have for all of you today. I hope it's helpful. I hope it brings you peace. I hope it brings you insight. I hope it helps you with your manifestations. We come today to talk to you about the law of attraction and manifestation. We've spoken to you before about how to manifest love. It's a very simple concept made for people on earth. Manifestation and the law of attraction are only 3 simple steps. Yet, people in power have kept one of the basic principles hidden from many of you for a long period of time. We feel this is very unfair because it is just a simple mathematical formula that should be shared with everyone. Manifestation and the law of attraction, I guess in theory, are basically the same thing. And we have shared these with all of you for many periods of time, but people distort them, they abuse them, and they often modify them for their own gains to make money. That's not the purpose of manifestation. It is meant for everyone. It is meant for all of mankind. It's meant for all of humanity. It is meant for all of you to create your own reality. You're all creators. That's why you have it. You can create what is in front of you because it's the perception of your reality. So, we want to explain to you what these 3 basic steps or principles are. They're principles, but I think for the human brain to comprehend, it's easier to use the word steps. Please apply your discernment in how we explain this to you. The most difficult step is actually the first step in manifestation. When we say this, we mean this is the most difficult thing to actually achieve as a human being living on earth. To achieve this, it's not what do you want to manifest. Let's say you already know what you want to manifest. It is sitting or laying down or doing whatever you do as a human being to meditate, to clear the mind. It is okay if there are thoughts or things you think about or see or feel or experience, but you need to clear the mind. So observe them and let them go by. Feel it, think it, let it go by. What you need to do is become one. Become one with creation. Let your mind become empty in terms of for you to understand. When we say empty, we mean you are no longer thinking. You are no longer processing. You are no longer stressing. You are no longer happy. You are no longer sad. You are no longer thinking about the day, thinking about what you need to do tomorrow. There are no thoughts. There are no feelings of what I should be doing, feelings of happiness, feelings of joy, feelings of sadness, feelings of optimism, hopefulness, nothing. There is just being. Once you are just being, you are then with creation. God, Source, the creator of everything. You will then feel the creator and creation. When you feel the creator and creation, you will feel sensations, overwhelming love, joy, bliss, ecstasy, out of body type of experience, tingling sensations, but you will feel one with God, the true creator of everything. It is difficult to achieve this step for the human brain, for humanity to concept, to perceive what I am trying to say, what we are trying to say. Once you achieve this, because your soul is part of the actual creator, when you are one with creation, the creator itself, that's where you create. That's where you set your manifestation, your intention. You visualize it, because only the creator can create. So, let's say, for example, you lack food. You are poor and need food and are hungry. If your manifestation is food, you set the intention to have more food, to have an abundance of food. I'm using this as an example. So, you say, Creator, my manifestation is to have an abundance of food. And you visualize all the food you can possibly imagine. Every type of food you like, every type of food you want to eat. Pantries full of food, cabinets full of food, canned goods, all the food you can possibly imagine. That is your manifestation. You are creating with the Creator. Your manifestation. That is step one, and truly the most difficult. Many people have to try this again and again to get this step correct. It is okay if you are not correct the first time you try. You will know when you are one with the Creator in your meditation. Step two is where most of humanity has not been informed about what they need to do to make their manifestation actually effective. This is what is vital. This is actually a mathematical equation. The universe and law of attraction works on a perfect balance, harmony. So, you manifested food. Let's say all you have is a half an apple to eat that day, and you are very hungry. You saved it to eat at midday. Now you see a child who is starving and has not eaten for days. You give the child the half apple to eat, for the child is starving. You are an adult. You know you can go another day and find food. You have now created a karmic imbalance within the universe, for you gave away your only source of food. The universe must restore that karmic imbalance, because you gave away all you had to that child, so the child could eat. Therefore, mathematically, the universe must restore what you gave away and reward you for it if you follow the third step. But it must restore that because it's out of balance. You understand? That's what they do not share with all of you in terms of manifestation. The emotion is important. Yes, you must feel it. You feel the emotion when you ask the Creator in your manifestation, and you feel the emotion in the third step. You will feel the emotion when you give that half apple to the child who needs it. You will feel joy that you were able to feed a child, and you know you will be okay. The karmic imbalance will be restored. The third part of your manifestation is gratitude. Thank God, thank Source, thank them for your abundance to come, for food, for the restoration, for what is coming. For you already asked, you will receive. Once you have asked, the manifestation will be provided, especially if the karmic imbalance has already been provided or justified, if you will, mathematically. It must be restored, and it must be restored in an abundant way for you. What abundance is to you may be different in terms of what abundance is to another person. You understand? Therefore, have gratitude every day for the food that you've manifested and the abundance of it that is coming to you. And if you share that abundance with others who are hungry and manifest again more food, and therefore more food will come with more gratitude, and you will have more emotions of appreciation, of love. It'll be easier to connect with the Creator because you will be practicing with another manifestation. It will not be as difficult, and over time, it'll be easier for you to feel the Creator, connect with the Creator, request your manifestation, see it, ask for it, set the karmic imbalance in place, say your gratitude again and again, and then repeat the cycle. That's how you actually manifest whatever it is you want. You can apply that to any principle you want in life. Currency, which is money. If you want a job, home, friends, material items that really do not mean anything in this world. If you want to improve your spiritual enlightenment and assistance with that, if you want to work with your guides more, if you want to work with Source more, if you want to work with the Ascended Masters more, if you want to be happy more, whatever you want, that's how you create it. You just have to know how to apply the formula each time. But those are the only 3 steps that are required. And it does not take long for the universe to respond because it cannot stay out of alignment or out of balance. It's just simple math. The hardest part that humans do not understand is making sure that they connect with the Creator to set their intention. For the Creator creates everything. And to always have gratitude. That is how it works. You understand? I hope we help you with this. It is a very simple formula intended to make you all successful. But most people keep out the karmic imbalance intentionally to set your manifestations to fail, to keep the average person from not getting what they want, to keep an injustice in the world. For this, we do not understand. What we do, but is more complex than this video was intended for. But we felt it was important everyone understood the three basic principles of manifestation. Some people don't understand them, and they continue to talk about manifestation, or they think they understand 10 steps to manifestation or 20 steps to manifestation, when it really boils down to three simple basic steps. And we think it's easier just to share those steps with you, and you can apply them in your life, and you will see the rewards quickly, because everyone should have access to it. It is created and intended for everyone and for you. It's supposed to be that way. Everyone should have access to it, not only the elite. And it's not meant to leave out a key component where only certain people can have access. This is not right. That is something for another day to discuss. That is a karmic imbalance. We are restoring it by sharing it with all of you to make sure you understand the three core steps, three core principles, if you will. But you must always come with a pure intention, with the real feeling, the real emotion behind it, and set that intention, manifestation, with the Creator, the karmic imbalance, and always have true, genuine gratitude for it. And then it'll show up. Don't ask when, just know it will. It will always show up. If you understand that, then you will understand you can manifest anything. The way we explained how you can manifest love. If you want to know how to manifest other specific items, we can explain those for you too. But the example of how to manifest food is the same way you would manifest currency in your world. It's the same exact concept. There is no difference. We just thought a food example would be rather simple to understand. Everybody should have access to it. Everybody should be successful. And everything you manifest is something you already have access to in your reality. You may just not know it or see it, but it's already there, and it's actually already intended for you. That's also why you can manifest it. Sometimes people can't see what's already there until they get to certain levels of their own spiritual enlightenment. And part of the manifestation process is part of your spiritual growth. And as you grow and become more enlightened, you can see what you're able to have access to. And after a while, you realize you don't need all the money. It's not relevant. It's the understanding of spirituality, love, compassion, empathy, connections with the right people. Those are the things that matter in life. Yes, we understand as humans, you all need to eat. You all need to be able to pay for a place to live and have daily things to do and typical functions that human beings do. that you will no longer strive at a certain point of spiritual enlightenment for these other material things most people crave on the planet Earth. Your desires change as you grow on your spiritual journey, and you will manifest other things. It is fun to watch you change and grow. We are all here to help you with that. We are always here for you. We all love you, and we all support you, always. You can always call upon us as you call upon your guides, the Creator. You can call upon us as we are here to help you as well. Because we love you, and we all want you to succeed and be happy in this lifetime that you are experiencing. So, we hope this message is helpful for all of you, and that you are successful with it, with these 3 basic principles. You should succeed. We know you all will. Thank you for letting us talk with you. Goodbye.